Welcome to Week 5 of the View from the Endzone on YSN Live, your sports network. This week we're joined by 4-0 North Canton Hoover Vikings coach Coach Baum, just coming off a big win against Green last week, and what ended up at the end being a nail biter at the end. But you guys had some huge plays during the game, some big interceptions, great punting that we're going to show here in a little bit. And there's big plays on offense. You guys did a great job on Friday night, and now it sets up a big 4-0 matchup with North Canton versus Louisville this week. Coach Baum, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me on, Troy.
Fantastic. So, Coach, let's talk a little bit about the game. Like I said, as I looked at it from watching the film, interceptions made big plays on defense for your team. You guys had several interceptions in the red zone area.
Yeah, our guys stepped up big, especially Carson Morris. We had two of those. Ended a couple drives that way. We had a couple other knockdowns there on fourth down. So our DBs did some good things. The Hunk quarterback for Green did a great job all night, eluding our pass rush. He made things happen with his legs, but then he found some open receivers there. And like I said, a couple of those times we were lucky enough to get some interceptions and stall them away without any points.
Yeah. Coach, it was exciting to watch. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the film now, if you don't mind. We'll go play by play through some of the big plays during the game. All right, so we're gonna start off with this interception in the red zone. Again, like I said, you had several interceptions in the red zone. Let's take a look at this one. Early in the game.
You see, we get nice pressure on him. He gets away. He gets it up there, because of constant pressure up there, he just kind of hucks it up, and Carson's there to bring it down.
Cuts over again, another opportunity where you prevented that high-powered Green offense from getting into the end zone. From there, we're going to go to the other side of the ball, and we've got a touchdown pass, 25-yard touchdown pass by you guys early in the game. I think we're still in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's first quarter. That's where he finds Andes. They've done a nice job, Collins and Andes.
Here we go. We got a little lead on the film here. He just goes up and high points the ball there, Coach.
Yeah, he did a good job. Blair cleared out for him, and he did a little follow, and he trailed him, made the play.
Big night for him there. Hey, let's take a look at this QB scramble coming up next. You got a quarterback that can move. This is an impressive run by him.
Yeah, Collins gets moving. He's fast. He's an all-Ohio track kid in the spring, so he gets going. He's deceptively fast because he's so tall.
You definitely want to keep an eye on him when you're dropping into coverage because he will make you pay. We're taking a look at this next one. You got a 30-yard touchdown run. Puts you up, I think, 14-0 here.
Yeah, it's a nice job here. Gets the lead block out there. Andy's around the edge, and then he just turns on the afterburners.
You guys definitely set the edge, and then he finds that alley right down the sidelines. Once you find that alley, it's a straight shot into the end zone. That was a great job.
Yeah.
Again, we're going back here. Next play, we got another impressive quarterback run. How many yards did he have? Do you know, Coach?
I think it's just under 100.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't know if it was a bad snap, he just dropped it, but he took the running back's path, does what it's coached to do and just takes off. And like I said, with that speed, he's a big kid to bring down, too, for the second level.
That's one of those plays where the defense thinks they might have you because the ball went on the ground, and then you make them pay for that. Nice play by him. Here we go with the touchdown pass. Now, this is going to put you up 21-0 here with this touchdown pass.
Yeah, he finds Andes again, and this is kind of like one of those backyard plays. We put him in motion. He does a nice job, and then he just gets in the end zone, and John just hits him right at the front of the end zone here. And it's just clear out again, and then just get it up to him, get your athlete to make a ball in space, or play in space.
Absolutely. Nice catch there. Now, a little bit of defense. I love to see defense. We got a big tackle for a loss coming up here, not just an interception, but this is a nice tackle for a loss play by you guys.
That's David Tully. He's done a nice job. He's been a pleasant surprise for us this year. He bought into the weight room, really gotten better, and he's actually really quick for a big man there, and gets in the backfield, makes a play for us.
Yeah, he got off fast on that one. Now this is probably my favorite play of the game is this humongous punt coming up here, especially in a you're playing good defense, you're moving the ball on offense, and then boom, this punt.
Yeah, he's got a hold of one here. And I think it's a 56-yarder. He averaged 40 on the night, and then his 6 kicks, 6 punts. He did a great job for us changing field.
That was like NFL quality there. And then back to defense again. Interception in the end zone, stealing points from the other team.
Yeah, this was an important play here. This is a big momentum. Good pressure again. Like I said, the hunky kid did a great job of eluding all night, and he just throws it up, and Carson's sitting there again to pull one away, and that's where he tips it down. They did a nice job.
That's right. It was a knockdown.
Yeah, they knocked that one down.
That's good. And then our next one here is another reception for a touchdown. This was a long one.
Yeah. And this is Bryson Byer. Does a nice job coming across the middle. I mean, it's a small window John finds, and Bryson does a great job catching this and just turning it upfield.
Yeah, once he gets this ball, he's gone.
Yeah, he's another big 2-sport guy, lacrosse commit, and he just takes off there. It's hard to catch him when he gets moving as well.
Yeah, you don't want to let him get past you because that's what you'll be watching him run into the end zone. And then we come up with another red zone interception. The last one was a knockdown, so we've had another red zone. This will be our second red zone interception. This one is close to the end of the game here. Pivotal time for you guys.
Yeah, this is a big play for us for Carson. Great job coming over the top. He sees it and gets on. And he's lucky he stepped out because he fumbled that ball right after he stepped out.
Oh, yeah. Secure the ball, right? Secure the ball. And then we got this last play. And I know that, before this play, Green had, at one point had the ball about the 1-yard line. You guys backed him up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then here comes the last play. And you guys find a way to get him down around the 5-yard line.
Yes. I had a feeling he was going to run. We brought pressure. He gets away again. My Mike's sitting there, gets a shot, doesn't bring him down, but Kavanaugh and our D end, Joe Nadowski, are there waiting to put him down. And it was an exciting win for him. We hadn't beat him in a couple of years, and our guys were pumped to do that. And we had opportunities to put away early. We need to be able to take advantage of those. We dropped a couple passes and missed a couple tackles that would have secured that, and made it an easier victory. But Green never quit. They did a great job all night. Is it what you expect out of the Federal League?
Yeah, absolutely. Green did not quit. And you guys outlasted them. You found a way to win. It was a great game as a fan to watch. It was exciting. And again, it puts you at 4-0. And like you said earlier, you play a Federal League game, you come out with a win in a Federal League game, that's a plus. So this week, heading into Louisville, you're coming over to Louisville. You're both at 4-0. I think the entire Stark County is excited about it. It's second oldest rivalry in the county, and you both are 4-0, unbeaten.
Yeah, it's a rivalry game. We're excited about that, and we just treat it like another Federal League game because every game in that league's a rivalry game. So we lump them right in there with that, and we're excited to go over there. It's a great stadium, great venue. We know we're gonna get their best effort. And anytime you're playing two teams undefeated, it's another test as we see where you're at. And for us, it's a non-league test to be able to gauge where we're at because it's a playoff type game.
It'll for sure be a playoff environment. It's going to be a fantastic night for football. Both communities just passionate about their football teams, and it should be a packed house. And I'm sure we'll bring in some other people from Stark County to watch that game Friday night too. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Sounds great, Coach. Well, hey, we appreciate you having you on the show and going through some film with us. Take a look at North Canton Vikings. Congratulations on being 4-0. Your kids are working hard, doing the right things. You got them in the right direction. And again, we appreciate you being here with us tonight on YSN.
I appreciate it, Troy. Thanks for having me on.
All right, Coach. Good luck this week, and thank you for joining us here on The View from the End Zone on YSN Live.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.